Okay guys, I'm back. Yeah, someone touched the internet.
Oh, too tasty.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for
Sorry
dinner,
for the
Sir
background
Cyrus.
noises.
Master
People here
Tynarian
is
had
too
me bring some
loud.
homemade herbal tea next time.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I...
No problem at all.
I'll see you all later.
Good night, Professor.
Hey, anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you...
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was
This is where we
talking with
left out.
Tynari and Kale.
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in.
Okay.
Wait, no. That's my job. Don't take it away from me. Why don't you and Paimon help out Master or Cyno?
So, I think I picked the other one last time. I'm not sure if it get in the, like the stream, but this is the second option, and I guess we're not taking Kali.
You don't have to play the hero when you're out with us. This is your chance to just,
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville. No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip.
You got it.
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, now we just wait tomorrow. 14, got it. 14.
Time to set off. Let's head to...
Alright, where was it? Here? Dude, can I just play this in peace? I have to catch up with everything. There's like 6 quests I need to do.
We're here! Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we catch, we can grill for dinner tonight. You got
Okay.
it. Dinner's on us tonight. I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest. So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I
Yup.
see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning. A valuable suggestion. Don't bury your feelings using food. All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
Bye bye. And there she goes.
She sure made a run for it.
Now, what is his face?
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass? My dear friend, you know what I am about to say.
Genius invocation time.
Excellent! A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh.
But since Tynari is here, we can't. No? Or are we doing it?
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in. Firewood, spices, snacks, and drinks. Everything's ready.
Nice. Where is Kale? This is so relaxing.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left?
Sure.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
No, there she's back.
How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue? Always.
Grilled fish and some sweet stuff. And as usual, always, Paimon's always ready for treat.
Oh, it smells so good.
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers? Well done? Medium? Rare?
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks? Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Alright, yum yum.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers. I ate a lot too. Here comes the food coma.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up.
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
I'm down.
Good night. Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The Staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it?
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night,
Oh my
Paimon will
days,
be
these
here to
guys are
take care of
so
the
loud. Wait a second, that was from Cloran, no? You're supposed to have dual blade. Don't forget I have my own trusty sword.
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to rest.
I'm trying to mute my mic so because they're still speaking out there.
I think they should all be here. Traveler? Paimon? Are you in there? Could you come outside for a sec?
When are they going here? Both of them.
Look at this.
Both Alhaitham and Cave.
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
I believe so.
Evidently.
Huh? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this? Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah!
I'm going back to sleep.
Alhaitham? Kave? What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Why they come all the way out here?
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation on our hands.
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Where's Cyno?
Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are. And so are the fruits.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Cyno's group was drinking last night.
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for
10 million more.
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the culprit.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you. Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
What?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. And the crisscrossing and mirroring here. I recognize that too. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem. One that hasn't been used in a very long time.
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
Temple of Silence.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right. This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tighnari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Cyno. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words, and then he ran off.
Hold on. So what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about?
Something's up, huh? Give me a second. Let me get Kale.
That's not what it says. It says something's up. What is this? That's everything okay? That's not what it says, Tighnari.
So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the Academia. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. At least, that's what they tell the outside world. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages. By contrast, none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region.
So the Temple of Silence at the Academia is just a fake? Wow.
It's possible. The real question is, why?
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
Did you forget? He did a stint as acting Grand Sage, and kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Oh, yeah! Paimon did totally forget about that.
If you're asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an Academia student to student's only 16, and doesn't have any family ties to the desert? So where could he have seen that emblem, or gotten the paper?
You said you ran into Cyno, yes?
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Still, we should try to catch up with him.
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good. We should pay a visit to the Academia.
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office.
If this situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy.
Kale, could I trouble you to send a message to the Core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Cyno and Cyrus. Traveler, Paimon, you two come with me.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, let's go.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his...
On his tomato. Teleportation no jutsu! Oh, that's actually far. Like, the city's here and it's all the way here. And those two has to run.
Here we are.
Or what?
This is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Cyno moves fast. If he was here, he's probably long gone by now.
I know that voice. Is that Tighnari I hear?
Zahahadi.
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness.
We're looking for Cyno.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone. It must have
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home...
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus?
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field in complete silence. I could tell something was troubling him, but
Ooh.
he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Cyno hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing. After seeing the letter, Cyno told him to contact the Core of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant.
Huh? Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange when we...
As a former sage, it's...
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public.
Ooh.
Oh,
Maybe that's why I said silence.
on earth has that old fool gotten himself wrapped up in? Oh, I do hope he's not in danger. Oh, I almost forgot. Cyno left me this letter to pass on to you.
Thank you.
What does it say?
Oh, sorry, we have to go anyway.
My...
Yep, that sounds like Cyno. Thank you, Professor. Please do not worry. We will do all we can to protect both Cyno and Cyrus. Traveler, Paimon, let's head to the Academia and regroup.
Alright, teleportation then. The Academia is probably the worst place to be because it's like a tree house and I don't know where to get in from. And the stairs usually so long, so I just take a shortcut but just keep jumping until I found the entrance. Jump. Oh! Dang, I forgot about stamina. Woo! Is this the entrance? Yep, it is.